This is the knitting news from Knit Happens Teesside for the 23rd week of 2025. The other night at knitting, Jill arrived wearing her mohair cardigan. Isn't that beautiful? She said she was just the right temperature because it was quite warm, but we were in an air-conditioned coffee shop, so she wasn't too warm and she wasn't too cold. I think I've got something on my glasses. She was working on this pink top. But as you can see, she's done loads already. The buttons that she put on her mohair cardigan were the buttons that she was going to put on the other cardigan, which is lilac. But I thought they looked great. Helen, is still trying to get her edge on her blanket right and is refusing to settle for anything less than what she's happy with. Which is fair enough, and she tried what Moira suggested, and that was to do slip stitches across, and I think she just needed to spread them out more maybe. But then we thought that maybe if she did a double crochet into the edge and then a chain and then another double crochet, which would give it a bit of flexibility to move about, I thought, or we thought. So she's tried that, and I think that might be successful, but we'll have to see. I was working on Halu again. I very, very, very nearly finished one sleeve. So I was doing the lace work with the magic loop around the sleeve, which is okay until you're supposed to have a yarn over where your gap is. That's not conducive to being not confused. And you see how the bobbles aren't sticking out very well? Well, one of them is because I sat and just got hold of it and give it a bit of a twist and a bit of a pull, and that works. Rather than hoping that blocking is going to make them pop out somehow. There we go. So all I have to do is pick up the other sleeve and knit that one, and it wasn't too taxing, but we do still have this line. But I think on the whole, that's nothing to do with me, it was in the ball, it was too harsh of a line. I think on the whole it'll look fine, and if it doesn't, I could do something like some fancy stitching or something to make a feature of it. Anyway, it's lovely. Only last night we were watching the film, and there was kind of a bit of a raunchy bit. It wasn't very raunchy, it was kind of a dry hump. Can I say that on here? Well, my wool snapped because it is a single ply. So now I have a knot in my ribbing, and the ribbing it's supposed to be 1 inch, which it probably already is, but I might do it a little bit longer because that's what I'm like. Do it my way. I am drinking matcha. Well, I should be, but I think it might have sunk to the I had a craving for a matcha the other day, so me and my daughter went and got a matcha and went to the headland, which is a very picturesque place, and we had a little walk, but it was very windy, so we sat in the car and drank our matchas and had a bit of time undistracted by mobile devices. Though we do have good chats anyway, but it was nice. She really appreciated it. Well, she'd helped me with some photography that you'll see at some point. That's the thing. So it was a bit of a like, come on then, let's go and get a matcha. Do you want any side-on ones? I don't know, I like the front ones. It's kind of like concentrating things. Hands a bit this way. What are you doing? Serious face. Get a selfie? No, it's filming us. The other day, there was the Lloyd's Tour of Britain women's race starting in Hartlepool, not far from where I live, and it did go past. So I filmed this little bit for you. All I could hear was the squeaking. They were actually still warming up. That's the cat trying to scratch the carpet out of the door. Well, she's not trying to get in. What are you doing? Oh, it's you. What are you doing? Come on. I thought it'd be the cat, and it's not. It's a sheep-like dog. Come on. Say hi. Don't get tangled up in my wool. Come on then. I have seen more moths, but I'm on it. Neil sent me loads of information about moths, and I think I'm doing the right thing. Checking corners, underneath rugs, places like that. When I moved a load of the dog toys, I hadn't bothered with the dog toys for quite a while. They were in a basket, and I was messing about in that corner, and I saw one of the cocoon things, and there was quite a few. Ready to munch, weren't they? Hello. I think you saw her. Yeah, so hoover. Check. And I have found about 3 or 4 this week flying around up here. But you know, I've got so much wool and so much fabric, it'll help me thin my stash out of it, if nothing else. I'm not precious about most of it, which makes you think, why have I got it? Well, it's the hassle of getting rid of it, isn't it? I am wearing a very creatively named lace cardigan by Simona Merchant Dest. So you can see it's got this great pattern, and it's got a pattern down the sleeves as well, and a pattern on the back. And I quite like the can we see the way all the lines come up? It's quite nicely tailored. I don't remember it, I don't think it was particularly easy at first. I do like a bit of lace knitting. Yesterday I should have gone to the Durham Guild of Spinners, Weavers and Dyers, but I have too much to do at the moment, so I can't sit for a whole day at the moment spinning, and I really have not done much spinning this month, but it's just 1 month of the year that gets like this, and it's soon be over, and then I'll be doing the Tour de Fleece, which lots of people do, and I'm in a group that are going to be doing it, and I haven't set my challenge yet, what I'm going to do, but I will be spinning every day in July when it starts, to make up for June when I haven't really spun at all yet. It's only just into June, isn't it? But June's busy. Today we plan to go to Darlington to a wool show. I don't know if it's happened before or if it's the first one, so I'm going to show you some footage of that, and maybe some of Darlington, because it's quite a nice old pretty place. And then I might come on again and tell you more about it, or I might not. I'm back. I went to the wool show in Darlington, and it was a marquee, and it was about the size that I expected in the market square. Weaving. Look at these lovely lace shawls. Very tempting.
Every other kit on the side comes with its pattern. That one doesn't, because it's not
Felting. Seen this round here? Dalton tops. Oh, they're nice colours. Corridor. It was a little bit different than some that I've been to, because there was a lot of people making and doing. There was a lot of spinning and some weaving. Well, there's just mainly a lot of spinning. Oh, and some felting. So, and here's the things that I bought. Now, me and my husband went and we took the dogs. So we showed the dogs off and people were eyeing up their coats. And one lady said, "I've spun, dog. This is Finnish laphound." Would it be a Finnish laphound? Oh yes, laphound. So, a dog like this, the ladies spun this from. It was kind of thick. She hasn't. The information. What's the information? Grandma's knick-knacks. Handmade goods made to order. Elaine King. It's very, very soft. She had two. She had this and then something that was what you might think sort of like a husky type dog that she'd spun. But it wasn't as soft as this. So that's that one. And then there's a bit more. So I thought I might as well buy all of that one. It doesn't smell of dog. It's been washed and it's got a nice fluff on it. Oh. I don't know what weight it is. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but there was no point leaving a bit there, was there? So that's nice. It's not something I've seen before at a show. Now this is Amaranth Angora. And it's 80% alpaca and 20% angora. It's double knit and about 150 gram. So that's not going to go very far. But I mean, obviously that feels divine as well. And then from Becky Sunter, which is Tabby Textiles. And she liked the dogs as well. Well, she had gorgeous woven textiles. But she also had these bits to play with. God, that's bright. That'll go really nice with that really bright orange, which I've got no idea that what I'm going to do with. That's now downstairs. So pink, and well, this is kind of pink too. And this one's got a bit of orange in. Look, Neil. Isn't that lovely? Pink. I love pink and orange together. I'm going to definitely do pink and orange for my Make Orange Great Again. It might be, it's supposed to be 50% orange, but I'll have to see. I love pink and orange together. This is like trying to get the colours right. If you put them next to each other, you can see the differences. They're all sort of variations of pink, really. That's a very sort of corally pink in the middle. Blush, like a rose pink. But they look very bright on there, don't they? And I got some lilac, and while she was getting me a bag out, because I got the bag as well. While she was getting me a bag out, I just picked a couple more up. So that's pinks as well, pinks and purples. So that's oranges with bits of pink through. And they go really nice together, don't they? They're only, what were they, 20 grams or something. They're not very, which is why I bought a load, because I thought I could sort of spin them and put them together. And this one I would have bought more of, but there was only the one. And then I bought 2 of the yellow ones as well. So they're different, aren't they? So I'm going to spin them and put them, most of them maybe put together. So I've got a nice little pile there. So we had a walk around. Darlington was quite quiet because it's Sunday. We went to a shop called Greg's, that's like a bakery delicatessen, and we got I didn't take a picture of it, we got a cheese savoury stotty each, which is cheese and onion in a like a bread bun that's like the size of me hands. I think I put the inside of Greg's on a video previously in Newcastle, but the thing is, you go in and the cheese savoury stotties are always sold out. Well, they weren't today. So we sat after we'd been through the wool show, we went and sat on a bench. And I think there was a christening happening. There was all these people turning up, all dressed up to the nines with like the children and the little gifts and things. And we sat having our sandwiches on the bench like an old couple. We were just missing a flask of tea. So that's what I bought. I didn't buy any tools. I did see some friends from the Durham Guild of Spinners, Weavers and Dyers. There was Rosalind, she was weaving, and a couple of the others were spinning, and one was spinning very coarse fleece. She did tell me, can't remember what it was now. It's what you would use for rugs, and she is using it for she's got a peg loom, she's going to make a rug with it. She was spinning on a Navajo spindle, which is very long. It's about that long, and then you just support it on the floor. And the other one's spinning was very fine, and it was Shetland fleece. They were washed, but they were still raw, as in they weren't carded or prepared in any way. They were just washed. They were both spinning fleece that was just washed. Because with me being quite new to it, now I have got, people can tell me if I don't get a chance to read. I haven't been reading up on it much lately. I've been watching some videos. I've mostly prepared fleece like this that's like tops. I do have a bat somewhere, and I need to look into what I do with the bat, but I'm sure somebody could tell me. Do I just spin straight from the bat? Hopefully I don't have to do anything else to it. I think if you can spin your fleece without doing anything, you should be able to spin from a bat. I don't know when that'll be. Out of them all, this is, it's really lovely. I'm glad I bought it. It was just, it's whimsical, isn't it? If I go anywhere else, I and ah about what I spend on things and how much what I buy and do I need and things like that. But I go to a wool show and I just go, that's nice, I'll have that. It's like my treat time. But out of all the things I've bought, this feels absolutely lovely. So I think I've got about, she gave me a little bit off because I bought them both, and I've got about 113 grams for £15 already spun. So there you go, that was worth a little outing. Bye! More news, maybe, next week.
Oh, went to Oldham, got some yarn.